Hey guys, I hope you're well. If you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Blakemore and I'm a primary school teacher who teaches in Dubai. I'm currently here in the UK though, you might be able to tell by the nice surrounding greenery. It's summer and each summer I try to return to the UK to see my family. I also try to do the same in December. When I return to the UK, there's a couple of different things I like to do. Some of the things are simply routine based, things like going to Wetherspoons, Greggs, other bits and pieces like that. I've made a video about the things I miss about the UK. That's a previous video that you can go and watch really simply, and I'll link that above. This video is going to be more about the things that I bring from the UK to Dubai each time I visit. Over the last 4 years that I've taught in Dubai, there have been significant developments in terms of what is available in Dubai. Things like jelly babies, the ones that contain gelatin pork. You can get those in Dubai now, you couldn't before. Sweet popcorn, another favourite snack of mine, you can get that in Dubai. I used to bring that over sometimes. So there's been all sorts of developments. By the time you watch this video, there might have been further developments, so things that I typically buy in the UK might now be available in Dubai. So I'm going to share some tips towards the end of the video so that hopefully you can not bring things that are already available. So there's a couple of different reasons I bring things from the UK to Dubai. One of them is cost. Some things are just significantly more expensive in Dubai, so I buy them in the UK to save myself a little bit of money. Another reason is availability. Some things still just aren't available in Dubai. And another reason is quality. Some things are better quality here in the UK than in Dubai. Thinking of things like tea bags that we'll get into slightly later on. I'm also going to share some things that I buy online, and I'm going to take you on a bit of a journey today to share some of the things in shops that I will typically buy before I return to the UAE or Dubai. If you are interested in moving to Dubai to teach or for something else, I've created a guide that's specifically related to moving to Dubai and the UAE, and that is available on my website, Teachtraveltriumph.com. I'll link that down there. It's more of a premium resource. On that website, you'll also see lots of free blogs that you can also click on, some other free resources too, so make sure you go and check that out. The guide has been used by hundreds of teachers now, and has supported many teachers with their move to Dubai and also with the process of getting jobs too. So, bit of a journey. Let's go and show you some different things that I would typically buy in the UK to return to Dubai. Let's jump into it. Home Bargains is one of the places that I will always go to get my home bits and pieces. Over the years, I've bought lots from Home Bargains. Nowadays, I've changed the way that I think about things. So I'll either go to Home Bargains or B&M, buy lots of bits from the UK, and then bring those back from Dubai because it will save me much more money, which makes things a little bit easier. One bulk buy, bring those back. As long as I've got the baggage allowance, can save me a lot more money. All the things like toothpaste are readily available. I do find that Pro Enamel is much cheaper here, so I'll bring myself about 3 packets. It's nice and light to bring back. It saves me quite a bit of money too, and it's a little bit different to what I would typically get in Dubai. So yeah, Sensodyne would be on the list. In the past, I've bought things like this. You won't typically find things like this in Dubai. However, you'll find Boots versions of this. You could argue that it's not as good or good quality, but this is very heavy, and the amount that you save in terms of money isn't significant. I've made that mistake before, so I would not bring things like this. Looking at things like this, obviously I'm not going to be buying any glasses anytime soon. However, things like this is something that I would buy. However, going to the other list, I know lots of people will buy contact lenses in Dubai, so that's what this has made me think about, specifically this. So people will buy things like contact lenses and then bring those over because they're a lot more expensive in Dubai. One of the things I will definitely buy is medication. So obviously you've got sales restrictions here in the UK where you can only buy a certain amount, which is kind of a good thing, but I'll definitely buy paracetamol, ibuprofen, antihistamines. Not loads, I won't bring loads over, but again, it's saving money, it's nice and light. You will generally not find cheaper things like this in Dubai. In the UK, they have to follow standard procedure anyway, so this is going to be quite similar to something like Panadol, but they'll only sell Panadol in Dubai, so you can save, you know, you can see yourself that versus 45p there, you're going to be saving yourself a lot of money over time. And then from there, you've got other things like cold and flu tablets, which I'll then buy, and I'll be able to take those over too. The thing I know my partner buys every time she comes back from the UK to Dubai is dry shampoo. It's not something I need, however, it's something that my partner buys every time. I don't know what she buys, but she does buy dry shampoo, so whatever you use, especially specialist hair products and things like that for females, that's something that is typically more expensive or not available in Dubai. So you want to check out places like Carrefour to see if that's available, and then yeah, dry shampoo is on that list. Personally, things like gel, this, or whatever you use, I buy about 3 of these, which will last me about 6 months, and yeah, I'll just get a load of this or whatever you use. Generally their hair products for men aren't very available, they're typically more expensive as well, so yeah, I'll just buy a load of hair products for myself. Females might want to buy your specialist hair products or dry shampoos, and yeah, so that's that general stuff done. Sun cream and after sun generally isn't too expensive. You can just use like moisturizer and stuff like that. However, sun cream I found is probably about double the price of what it would be in Dubai. Yeah, so I'll just choose things like Malibu, Garnier, or you can just go to somewhere like Aldi and use their version too. Again, a bit like medication, they have to meet certain standards, so you know that it's going to be all right even if it's slightly cheaper. You obviously just need to watch out for leaving marks and things like that. Personally, I'd be going for things like this. I'd be going for things like this. This is one that can be a little bit more weighty though, so just kind of watch how much you bring over. I'll typically go for things like factor 30 and factor 50 as well, if you can find that too, because that's going to keep you well protected. Next on the list is stationery. Generally I don't buy lots of stationery in the UK to bring to Dubai. There are some very specialist things that I will buy. Your school will organise most things if you're moving over as a teacher, and you can also buy lots of things in places like Daiso, which is a bit like Home Bargains if you like. So yeah, don't just go buying loads of stationery, because that will be available. I'll share some other bits and pieces that I do buy in terms of stationery that I find that I can't buy in Dubai. Greetings cards are something that I will buy when I am here in the UK. Really cheap in comparison to the UAE. It's a bit harder to get greetings cards, things like thank you cards, happy birthdays. You can just see how cheap they are here. This would typically be at least £4 to £5. That can change obviously due to inflation, but yeah, just buy a load of cheaper thank you cards, and then you can just keep those with you for when you need to give them out. And this is 2 dirham. That's like just a typical happy birthday card, nice and straightforward. Yeah, lots of different ones here that are nice and cheap, so just buy a range of those and keep those with you. Nice about that is, you know, birthday cards, things like that, they're nice and light, so you don't have to worry about them taking too much of your baggage. Just bring 5 cards, something along those lines, you'd be pretty sweet. One of the best things is sweets. Nowadays there's lots of different things from the UK that are available in Dubai too, so you don't have to worry too much about that. Chocolate is apparently, I don't eat chocolate, I'm allergic. Chocolate is apparently much better in the UK in comparison to Dubai because of the way that it doesn't melt in the sun apparently. So yeah, chocolate is much better, so if you want to bring some of those things over, then you can do that. Sweets though, I find that generally there's lots of different sweets that are not available in Dubai and the UAE. What you'll generally find is that things like this will contain gelatin, which is why you won't find them in Dubai. You might find them in pork sections. Personally, one of the only things that I've not found is shrimps and bananas. I found things like jelly babies. You will find Haribo Star Mix, things like this. But yeah, there's generally, you'll find more things now in Dubai, but there are still things like shrimps and bananas for me personally, I know is a personal favorite. There are still things that you won't be able to find. One thing I will buy in the UK is this stuff. I can't find this in Dubai, so I buy this regularly and I'll take it back to Dubai. So yeah, something to be aware of. There are lots of different cooking products that are available in Dubai, but I just wanted to share some of them that are not. So up here you've got these things, a bit like Nando's sauces. I sometimes buy those. You can buy those in Dubai, but again, more expensive if you buy the proper stuff in Dubai. And then yeah, there's other things that are available here. I sometimes buy different cooking mixes too. Again, this is something that you can get in Dubai. It's more expensive in Dubai, and because this is nice and light, only 39 grams, I'll just buy it and it'll just save me a little bit of money, which makes things nice and easy for me. Tea bags. Tea bags is one of the things that I will buy for definite. I've got loads in Dubai at the moment, so I don't need to buy it anymore, but this has been perfect for me. Yeah, just buy a load of tea bags. I personally find that the quality of the tea bags in the UK is better than what you will get in the UK. Not only that, I save a little bit of money, not loads, but yeah, just it's more about the quality of the tea bags, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, these have been perfect. Back at home, after a successful trip to Home Bargains, I was able to show you most of the things that I would take from the UK to Dubai. It is worth noting though that many of the different things will be heavy, as I said in the little video there. That bag of tea bags that I've just shown you is absolutely huge, talking multiple kilograms, so you're going to want to prioritise other things when it's your first journey over. You might just want to take a small bag or box of tea bags over to you initially, and then you can bring more and more through other trips, for example when you return and come back at Christmas perhaps. So that's worth noting. I also went onto Instagram and asked the same question: what things do you take from the UK back to Dubai? And people shared a range of different things. Most of the things I've covered, but you've got things like chorizo, smoked paprika, so things for pork. From a female perspective, I asked my partner, or now fiance, the same thing, and she said very similar things to what I was mentioning. So you're talking dry shampoo. She said that there was specialist shampoos as well that you'll want to consider if you have silver or purple shampoo. I don't know, females apparently that will make sense to you. And then other than that, things like the pill, there's specific brands of pills that you might want to consider. And then from there, yeah, that was most of it. Makeup was another thing she spoke about. She said that she goes for like a Sephora brand, and they do have a Sephora in Dubai, but again, you might just want to consider whether it's going to be more expensive to buy it in Dubai. I don't know, log on to Sephora or something along those lines, Sephora AE, to see what their comparison is to what you would typically pay in the UK. I want to speak about the Amazon, not the Amazon rainforest, but Amazon.ae versus UK, because there's certain things that you can get on Amazon UK that you can't in Dubai. So let's jump into that now. So from Amazon in the UK, there are two things that I get every time that are very specific to teaching. One of them is smelly stickers and kind of personalized stamps. All those sorts of things are nice and light. You can take them over, straightforward. There's a much better variety over here in the UK and compared to the UAE. And then again, there's something very specific to me, which are these 2-in-1 barrel pens. And that would then lead me on to my tip, which is then using those two websites, Amazon UK and Amazon.ae, to see if those things are available in Dubai and the UAE. And if they're not available, then using Amazon.uk to buy those things. Now, of course, if it's something that is absolutely essential, then maybe just bring it just in case. However, for most things, you'll find that they are available. So another thing you can do is look at places like Carrefour.ae and then search up whether those things are available there, because it's a huge mega store, a bit like Walmart or, you know, a Tesco mega, that sort of place. Use those websites to try and search up whether those things are available over in the UAE. You'll also have other shops as well that you can do this with, and you can use those websites to help you. And then you can use those websites to see whether they're available, and then if not, then you can start to think about whether or not you're going to bring those things from the UK. Generally speaking though, most things are available. If again it's something that you find is really super important, then you can always ask around or bring them just in case. I hope you enjoyed the video talking about a range of different things that I bring from the UK to Dubai. As I said at the start of the video, if you want to check out the Moving to Dubai guide, that is available on my website, Teachtraveltriumph.com. If you're going through the process of looking into jobs in Dubai, then also check out my first guide too, that I'll link down below. Feel free to like the video, and if you haven't already had a chance to subscribe to the channel, where I'll create lots of videos like this about teaching and teaching internationally. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Until then, I'm out.